In a world where no one wants to pay for cable anymore, a culture will rise where every dumb media company thinks you like them enough to become a paid subscriber. But until narrative media fails completely, and we just stare at each other on social media all day, live through a time when there's too much to watch, the good stuff is hard to find, and everything is gonna cost you. Progress. Every streaming service. Remember the company who used to send you DVDs that would sit unwatched on your coffee table? Now they're a streaming service full of shows that will sit unwatched in their own library, where the employees and the shows all get axed after 2 years because they're too cheap to give the cast and crew a pay bump, and too flush with cash to resist making a new show to boost signups in Outer Mongolia. But hey, at least they've made some of your favorites, resurrected some dead movie genres, and handed some great directors a blank check. Who cares if they're billions of dollars in debt? When your company name is a verb, the money printer goes Quickster. From the network that brought you Star Trek, The Twilight Zone, and 10,000 shows about crime-solving acronyms, comes a streaming service that's chock full of exactly that.
This has changed
plus
since.
A bunch of shows that were designed to sell denture cream to viewers who haven't known how to change the channel on their TV since '97. It's a service whose been so fully ignored by non-Trekkies that their parent company is already changing the name.
There we go.
There
we go.
No, it isn't. Too many tracks. Get ready for NBC Universal's late entry into the streaming race, which was supposed to make its big debut at the Tokyo Olympics, but instead limped out with a socially distanced 30 Rock reunion special promoting their other shows.
Do you know how many amazing shows I have on Peacock alone?
That's a deal breaker, ladies. Still, if you're looking for classic NBC programs like Friends, Seinfeld, and ER, you also get ads. Sure, Hulu already tried this model and it failed, but did they have a cock in their name? Not half-cocked. From the people who brought you everything in your apartment comes the only service in the streaming wars who's listening to everything you're doing. Alexa, let's chat. See, who brings you edgy, acclaimed programming, an unfathomable amount of absolute crap, and free 2-day shipping courtesy of a modern-day feudal peasant. But don't worry, they're working on turning them into delivery drones, which are just a turret gun away from becoming murder drones. I feel like Bezos is the only one taking the streaming wars literally. Cyberdyne Prime. Love YouTube but hate how free it is? Like Reno 911, but wish there was less of it? Then come on over to Quibi, where you can watch new originals, or just wait until they're ruthlessly mocked on Twitter, like Lady in Love with her golden arm.
You've got to take off that prosthetic.
No, I can't take off my golden arm. Ever.
Or third wave feminist sex doll road trip.
I have pee anxiety. Can you,
But what Quibi lacks in content, it also lacks in anyone willing to pay for this. There isn't even any joy in this. It's like making fun of a sick dog. I hope someone takes Quibi out for one last run around the park before it's too late. You're a good boy, Queebs.
It's too late.
Okay, maybe not good, but okay. You're an okay boy. 7 minutes in Method. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Who needs an all-new service? We know why we're both here together. You don't want another new show to watch. You want to watch a show talk about that show.
I do, I'm sorry. Guilty as charged.
Then maybe leave a naughty little comment down below. Go ahead. Say whatever you want. Does Netflix let you do that? Call us a bunch of Sims. It only boosts our engagement metrics. Now, let's get wild and see where the recommended videos take us. Ooh, a flat earth essay? You always know what the dumbest, worst people are looking for. America's saddest home videos. Do you like Friends?
This is golden.
You better, because showing the reruns cost about $500 million. So give some money to the service that still has all the great HBO shows, the best of Adult Swim, and a huge chunk of the Criterion Collection. But it's all being subsidized by the dullards who want to watch this for the 900th time.
How you doing?
I still don't get it.
It's funny because it's... Wait, why is it funny? Friends with benefits. Remember regular TV shows?
Man.
Hulu remembers Go Green for the
Yes, they
service
do.
that acts as a life raft for all the rapidly drowning cable channels, plus originals that target the women who are going through a lot right now demographic, with flexible options like paying to just watch Hulu, paying to watch Hulu without ads, paying to watch Hulu and live TV, or paying to watch Hulu and live TV with premium add-ons. And okay, we're just back to being cable again.
That's right.
I see your game, Hulu. Disney Minus. Experience a higher caliber of programming, crafted to meet the precise standards of the company behind the Thunderbolt to USB dongle, the Lightning to headphone jack adapter, and $1,000 stick, featuring storytelling so refined and exclusive, nobody you know has ever seen or talked about it. You can't tell me Blind Aquaman Viking Show and The Office Where Michael Gets Me Too to real. This has to be part of some kind of elaborate tax scam or something. I pass. Once upon a time, a magical company was drunk with
I
power,
pass.
dominating the movie theaters, cruise lines, and the happiest place on earth for kids and weird adults with too much time and money. But then a plague took all the revenue streams away and put all the pressure on the little streaming service that could. But with the help of a few great shows, a vault full of nostalgia, and literally nothing else of value, you just might forget to unsubscribe long enough for the MCU stuff to come out. The Mickey Mouse Hub. Starring these other streaming services we didn't have time to mention. Too spooky for me. Crackle still around? Good for you, Crackle. Sports without the actual games. Games without the actual games. Regular ass TV all over again. OnlyFans. What? What's that one? I don't recognize that one, guys. Sorry. And I don't know where you guys are even getting these from. I've never heard of them personally, that's for sure. Every streaming service.
Oh, man.
Let's just pray these places never catch on that we're all sharing the same account login.
It's the 90s. The year is 1995.
90s.
Welcome back to the show. I'm here with our time-traveling reporter who just got back from 2018 with a... You all right? I yawned. You sure did. Is everything okay? Yeah, I just didn't get any sleep on my trip at all. How come? Because they have a thing called Netflix in the future. But you were still able to put together the report on the geopolitical landscape of northern Uganda, right? No, because they have a thing called Netflix in the future. Oh, that's super disappointing. Okay, what's Netflix about then? Oh, it's great. It's a thing that lets you continuously watch movies and TV shows non-stop until your chest tightens up and your left arm starts to hurt. That sounds like you might have had a heart attack. Whoops. Whoopsie. Anyway, you pay this company Netflix some money every month and you get access to a library of movies and TV shows. Oh, and how do you get to the library? What do you mean? Like, does someone from Netflix come pick you up or do you have to drive there yourself? No, the library's on the World Wide Web. Oh. Yeah, crazy, right? Yeah, no, I don't get it. You go on the World Wide Web and you can see all the stuff that Netflix has available. So they send you the VHS tapes in the mail or... No, actually, VHS tapes aren't really a thing in the future. Oh, so they send you one of those new DVD discs? Are you saying DVD? DVD, DVD, tomato, tomato. Half of those are clearly wrong. So they send you those in the mail? Well, that's actually how Netflix starts off their service in a couple of years in the late 90s. Okay. But in 2018, you can watch their stuff on pretty much anything. A TV, a computer, your phone. How the hell do you watch a movie on a phone? Yeah, technology's pretty nuts in the future. But like, do you call a number and listen to the movie's audio? I don't get it. Well, phones actually have screens in the future and people use them for all kinds of stuff. What do people use them for? Pretty much everything except phone calls. Right. Why even call them phones at that point? I don't know. Huh. And Netflix also does a thing where they release all the episodes of a TV show at once. Why would they do that? So people can do something called binge watching. That sounds unhealthy. Oh, it definitely is. Wow. But after a couple of episodes, a little message pops up like, hey, are you still watching? Oh, and that gets you to take a nice healthy break? Well, no, but it does force you to look at your stupid fat reflection for a couple of seconds before continuing to binge. Oh, it's like a little reality check. Yeah, it's like, hey, don't forget that you're a disappointment to yourself and everyone around you. And is Netflix the only service of its kind? No, there's also Hulu, Sling TV, HBO Now, Amazon Prime Video, CBS All Access, Sony PlayStation Vue, DirecTV Now, and like a whole lot more. Wow, and you pay monthly fees for all of those? That's right, and for music, there's also Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, Pandora, kind of a lot of stuff. And for audiobooks, there's also Audible, audiobooks.com, Playster, Downpour. Sounds like those would really all add up. Yeah, well, I paid for them all on the station's credit card, so I hope that's okay. It's definitely not okay that you did that. Whoops. Whoopsie. Whoops. Whoopsie. Well, I guess we'll have to take a quick ad break to pay the bills then. Come on down to Blockbuster Video, your #1 home for movie rentals, forever and ever. Nothing can ever happen to us because we're Blockbuster Video. Holy shit. are we a strong company? The absolute kings of movie rentals, bitches. Wow, I didn't realize their marketing strategy was so confident. Well, it's Blockbuster Video. I imagine they're killing it in the online movie game too. Actually, they go bankrupt in 2010 and defunct in 2013. Oh, holy shit.
All right, this was a different type of, versus style videos. Not a versus, but it's just really just going off of the all the streaming services available out there. And I think Honest Trailer kills it. I like how both talk about all of them in a way. Like, obviously the Future is Dumb is more on Netflix, but it kind of highlights all the different streaming services available for music, audiobooks, and movies and TV. But the Honest Trailer it goes through each one and gives each one its name, which was hilarious. So look for a poll to choose which one was your favorite Honest Trailer name for all the different streaming services it talked about. I thought that was hilarious. The Peacock one might be one of my favorite, and then the Apple one, iPass, definitely the one for Disney, of course, was hilarious, and Quibi was funny too. And Hulu, like, they were just all funny. It was great. This is probably one of the better Honest Trailers I've seen. And I've seen some really good ones lately. Endgame was really good. Guardians of the Galaxy was really good. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was really good. But this one was hilarious. It just kept going. It was nonstop. So I loved it. So let's talk about in the comments which one was your favorite of the Honest Trailers riffs on these streaming services. Let's talk about both though, because I think Ryan George does a funny job when it comes to the Future is Dumb. Obviously, speaking to how Blockbuster is, I'm sure Blockbuster's still killing it in the streaming wars. Like, they had a chance. I thought they had a chance to buy Netflix or do something with Netflix, and they just crashed and burned because they passed on it. I might be speaking of something else, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But I thought there was something there where they had a chance to kind of keep things going, and didn't work out. So let's talk about the comments. If you want to continue to keep laughing and smiling, check out some of our most popular videos on the channel. You can also check out one of our more recent reactions right over here. If you've seen all that, as always, then I will see you guys in the comments for this one.